Welcome one and all. I am Miss Balwan PV from Electrical Department of Sharad Institute of Technology Polytechnic Edra. In previous lecture, we discussed about the resonance in series and parallel circuit, that is unit number 2nd. In that, we already discussed about resonance in series RLC circuit. Now, in this lecture, we will discuss resonance in parallel RLC circuit. This is parallel RLC circuit. Resistor and inductor are connected in series. This is the one branch, and another branch, that is capacitor, which is connected parallel to this combination of resistor and inductor. Across this, supply voltage V is connected in parallel. Supply voltage V is same to this branch 2nd capacitor and branch 1 RL. This is the total current I which is flow through the supply voltage, that is supply current or total current. Then IL is the current which is flow through the branch 1, and IC is the current flow through the branch 2nd. This is first branch, this is second branch. IL is flow through the R and L, IC is flow through the C. This is the RLC resonance parallel circuit. Resonance in parallel RLC circuit at a particular frequency called as resonant frequency Fr. The applied voltage V and the total current I are in phase, then the resonance is said to have taken place in parallel AC circuit. Resonance in parallel circuit. When the supply voltage and total current of the circuit are in phase, then the parallel RLC circuit is said to be resonant circuit. A particular frequency at which resonance condition occurs is called as a resonant frequency. What is a resonant frequency? A particular frequency at which a resonance condition is occur is called as resonant frequency. The resonance frequency is denoted by Fr. A parallel RLC circuit is, you can see in previous slide, that is RLC series circuit figure or image. It consists of two branches which are connected in parallel with supply voltage V. Branch 1 consists of resistor and inductor in series. It is series RL circuit having impedance ZL. Then the current through branch 1 is inductive current denoted by IL. We can see here, this is branch 1, R and L is connected in series. Then current through branch 1 is inductive current denoted by IL. Branch 2 consists of a single capacitor having reactance XC. The current through branch 2 is capacitive current denoted by IC. Next point, phasor diagram at resonance. This is the phasor diagram. For both the branches, voltage is common. So, for both branches, means in RLC series circuit, for both branches, voltage V, supply voltage V is same. So, supply voltage V is taken as a reference. For both the branches, voltage is common, so voltage is taken as a reference phasor. Inductive current IL lags the voltage by an angle phi L. Inductive current IL is lags to voltage V by an angle phi L. The capacitive current IC, this is capacitive current IC, leads the voltage by 90 degree. This is voltage and this is leading to voltage by 90 degree. The total current I is addition of two branch current. This is branch current and this is branch current. When adding that, we get a total current I, and this V and I are in phase. So total current I is equal to IL plus IC. At resonance, the total current I and supply voltage V are in phase. At resonance, this total voltage V and supply current I are the in phase. Combination the phasor diagram of branch 1 and branch 2, the complete phasor diagram which is shown here. Then the phasor diagram is at resonance condition, and at resonance V and I are in phase, thus power factor is unity. Applied voltage V and total current I are in phase with each other. At resonance V and I are in phase, hence phi is equal to 0. That means voltage and current, in between angle of voltage and current is 0. So power factor cos 0, cos phi means cos 0 is equal to 1. So this is called a unity power factor. Resonance condition also called as a unity power factor condition. So I is equal to IL cos phi L and IC is equal to IL sin phi L. This is the phasor diagram at resonance. Next, resonance frequency. Consider branch 1. It consists of R and L in series. The reactance of inductor L is XL and combined impedance of the branch is ZL. Since ZL is combined of R and XL, in this diagram you can see the consider R and L in series. This is R and L in series. So reactance XL, reactance means inductive reactance across the L, that is XL, and combined impedance of this branch ZL means R and XL is combined. When we combine it, then we get a ZL. Since ZL is combination of R and XL, ZL is combination of R and XL. So ZL square is equal to R square plus XL square. Here we get ZL square is equal to R square plus XL square. Then impedance triangle of RL circuit, we can imagine it. Then suppose in phasor diagram we can see, suppose this is the impedance triangle. See, imagine it, this is, or suppose it, this is the impedance triangle. Here is XL, here is R and here ZL. If this is the impedance triangle, IL, ZL and R, and this is the angle 90 degree, then we get here sin phi is equal to XL upon ZL. Sin phi means this is the angle phi and this is the, what is here, XL, here ZL. So sin phi is equal to XL upon ZL and cos phi is equal to R upon ZL. So here sin phi is equal to XL upon ZL. To find out resonant frequency, first the equation is, which is get from the phasor diagram. IC is equal to IL sin phi, but IL is equal to V upon ZL. IC is equal to IL sin phi, but IL is equal to V upon ZL. Then sin phi is equal to resonant frequency. IC is equal to IL sin phi, but IL is equal to V upon ZL. This V upon ZL value of IL put in this equation and value of sin phi also put in this equation. Sin phi is equal to XL upon ZL from impedance triangle. Then substituting this value in equation, we get IC is equal to, in place of IL put the V upon ZL into, in place of sin phi put the XL upon ZL. Then we get V into XL and ZL into ZL, ZL square. Then IC is equal to V upon XC. This is the standard formula. IC is equal to V upon XC. Then put the value of IC in this equation. Then we get V upon XC is equal to V XL upon ZL square. Then take this ZL square to left side. ZL square is equal to, after that this term take to right side, then it get reversing. So V into XL into XC upon V. Then ZL square is equal to, this V get cancelled, remains is XL into XC. Remaining is XL into XC. Next, but ZL square is equal to R square plus XL square, and XL into XC, XL means omega L into XC means 1 upon omega C, and ZL is equal to R square plus X square, XL square. So put this all terms in this equation. XL square, put the value of XL square and also put the value of XL into XC. So in place of ZL square, we put the R square plus XL square equal to, in place of XL into XC, we put omega L into 1 upon omega C. So R square plus ZL means, sorry, R square plus XL square, X means omega L square, R square plus omega square L square is equal to, this omega get cancelled, only L and C is remaining, so L upon C here. Then omega square L square keep as it is, then this R square is taking to right side, then we get the omega square L square is equal to L upon C minus R square. Then omega, here is only omega square, then L square taking into right side, so omega square is equal to L upon C L square. This L square get divided to both term, L upon C L square minus R square upon L square. Then omega square is equal to, there is L, this L, and from this square one L is get cancelled, only 1 upon LC is remains. Here 1 upon LC minus R square upon L square. F is equal to FR, means at resonant frequency, and omega is equal to 2 pi FR. So omega square is equal to 2 pi FR square is equal to 1 upon LC minus R square upon L square. After that, this frequency, resonant frequency FR is equal to, this 2 pi square taking in right side, or make first term, this term is square term, make this square root, taking the square root of both side, then we get here FR is equal to, this 1 up square root of 2 pi square is 1 upon 2 pi in right side, then this term is getting in under root 1 upon LC minus R square upon L square. FR means resonant frequency, we get this formula, but at resonance frequency there is a R is negligible. If R is negligible, then this second term is neglected and only remains FR, resonant frequency FR is equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root LC, 1 upon 2 pi root LC. This is the resonant frequency of parallel RLC circuit. This is 1 upon 2 pi root LC. This is the resonant frequency. Next, dynamic impedance at resonance. Dynamic impedance at resonance. What is dynamic impedance? We know the impedance. Now dynamic, what is dynamic impedance? ZD. It is denoted by ZD. Impedance of parallel RLC circuit changes with change in frequency. So at the resonance frequency, this impedance is called as a dynamic impedance. At resonance frequency, impedance is called as a dynamic impedance, which is denoted by ZD. At resonance, voltage and current are in phase. So, impedance is equal to the value of resistance. At resonance condition, voltage and current are in phase. So, the impedance is equal to the value of resistance. At resonant frequency, this dynamic impedance is having maximum value. Resonant frequency, dynamic impedance having maximum value. Below resonance frequency, the circuit is inductive and impedance increases with frequency. At resonance frequency, dynamic impedance having maximum value. At resonance frequency, dynamic impedance is maximum. But below resonance frequency, circuit is inductive and impedance increases with frequency. At resonance frequency, it is maximum. Then above resonance frequency, the circuit is capacitive and impedance decreases with frequency. Means at resonance frequency, impedance is maximum. Below resonance frequency, impedance increases with respect to frequency increases, and above resonance frequency, impedance decreases with increasing frequency. The variation of impedance with frequency is obtained here. Then admittance is reciprocal of impedance, so the resonance frequency admittance is minimum and impedance is maximum. The dynamic impedance is defined as the impedance offered by the parallel RLC circuit. This is the definition of dynamic impedance. Then derivation or expression for dynamic impedance, I is equal to IL cos phi L, which is get from phasor diagram. This equation we will get from phasor diagram. I is equal to IL cos phi L. Then IL is equal to V upon ZL and cos phi L equal to R upon ZL. Put this both value in equation 1. I is equal to, in place of IL put the V upon ZL, and in place of cos phi L put the R upon ZL. So we get I is equal to V into R upon ZL square. Then ZL square is equal to R square plus XL square. Put this value in term of Z. I is equal to VR upon R square plus XL square. Then I is equal to VR upon R square plus omega square L square. Then R square plus omega square L square is equal to L upon C. This we get from the derivation of resonant frequency. There is we getting here omega square R square plus omega square L square is equal to L upon C. Directly we can put this value instead of R square plus omega square L square. So we put this value here, omega square R square plus omega square L square is equal to L upon C. So I is equal to VR upon L upon C. Then I is equal to V upon L upon RC. This R is right inversely. Then I is equal to V upon ZD. We know this formula, I is equal to V upon Z. So this term is considered Z, or directly put the here in place of L upon RC, put the Z. So I is equal to V upon ZD means ZD is equal to L upon RC. ZD I is equal to ZD is equal to L upon RC. So I is equal to V upon ZD. Here we know the formula, I is equal to V upon ZD. So this term L upon RC is means ZD. So ZD is equal to L upon RC. It turns L upon RC is called as a ZD means dynamic impedance of resonance. Properties of dynamic impedance. The dynamic impedance is a purely resistive because of resonance V and I is in phase and power factor is unity. The dynamic impedance represents the maximum value of the parallel circuit. The dynamic impedance is a purely resistive because of resonance V and I is in phase and power factor is unity. The dynamic impedance represents the maximum value of the parallel circuit. Then figure shows the variation in dynamic impedance with respect to frequency also. Show that impedance of parallel resonance circuit is inductive and capacitive above resonance. So we can discuss the in dynamic impedance. What is the properties of dynamic impedance? Already we discussed that is, this is the curve. If this is resonant frequency and at resonant frequency there is a maximum impedance. Impedance is maximum at resonance. At resonance voltage and current are in phase, so impedance is equal to the value of resistance. At resonance frequency this dynamic impedance is having maximum value. Below resonance frequency means at below resonance frequency the circuit is inductive. This circuit is inductive and impedance increases with frequency. Like if frequency increases then impedance also increases. Then above resonance frequency the circuit is capacitive. At resonance frequency dynamic impedance is obtained, but if above resonance frequency the circuit is capacitive and impedance is decreases with frequency changes or frequencies increases. Current and voltage. Parallel resonance is the condition of maximum impedance and minimum admittance. Hence current is minimum at resonant frequency. At resonant frequency, the dynamic impedance is maximum and total current I is minimum. This is because current is equal to voltage. Current is equal to voltage divided by impedance. So current is inversely proportional to impedance. The variation of current with frequency is exactly opposite to impedance curve. So impedance is maximum and current is minimum at resonance frequency. I is equal to V upon L upon RC. L upon RC is equal to ZD. I is equal to V upon L upon RC, where L upon RC is equal to ZD. So V is equal to Vm sin omega t means 2 pi RT. I is equal to Im sin 2 pi RT means Im sin omega t. So I maximum is equal to Im is equal to Vm upon ZD. We get this equation I is equal to V upon L upon RC. L upon RC means ZD and I am at maximum current Vm upon ZD. That is the current and voltage of at parallel resonance circuit. Then why parallel resonance circuit is called as a rejector circuit? Why the parallel resonance circuit is called as a rejector circuit? At the resonance frequency, impedance of parallel resonance circuit is maximum. It is called as dynamic impedance. At resonance, total current is minimum. Thus, that means in parallel resonance circuit there is a maximum impedance and minimum current. The circuit rejects the current whose frequency is equal to resonant frequency. Whose frequency is equal to resonant frequency, that current reject by the circuit. Due to this reason, parallel resonance circuit is called as a rejector circuit. At the resonance frequency, impedance of parallel resonance circuit is maximum. It is called dynamic impedance. At resonance, total current is minimum. The circuit rejects the current whose frequency is equal to resonant frequency, and due to this reason, parallel resonance circuit is called a rejector circuit. In this lecture, we discussed the parallel resonance circuit. The chapter name, unit number 2, that is resonance in series and parallel circuit, and this point is resonance in parallel RLC circuit. This is a RLC parallel circuit. Then we seen resonance in parallel RLC circuit, phasor diagram at resonance frequency. We get the final resonance frequency Fr is equal to 1 upon 2 pi root LC. Then dynamic impedance ZD is equal to L upon RC. Properties of dynamic impedance, current and voltage, Im is equal to Vm upon Zd. And why the parallel resonance circuit is called as a resistor circuit. Thank you.